What we are doing today is strategies, right? Portfolio management strategies. That is what we are going to be discussing today. But for the sake of those people that are not here and they are looking to join Bytnex, I am going to do very brief summary of Bytnex. Okay? And then we quickly jump into the portfolio management presentation. All right. I want to share something very unique with all of you that are in this Zoom. And I believe that is going to be of benefit to everybody. All right. So let's get started. Disclaimer, you guys should be aware of this disclaimer by now. All of you that are in this Zoom, there is no guarantee in what we are doing. We are only taking risks. And if the risk pays off at the end of the day, then it is all win-win. All right. And so we should only put money that we can afford to lose in case if it doesn't pay at the end of the day. But if it does, then we that took the calculated risk will be in a better position financially than those that refused to take the risk or that didn't take the risk. All right. So, yeah, very briefly, Bytnex leverages DeFi smart contracts. Okay. So if you guys don't know what a DeFi smart contract is, probably you should just Google it, right? Google it. So where participants like us that are members of Bytnex, our funds are locked in the blockchain protocol, and it is used to support operations like transaction validations, and still secure the network and provide liquidity. Okay, so once the money that we are using to activate the contracts, the DeFi smart contract in Bytnex, once the contract is activated and the money that we used to stake into the blockchain, once all that go into work for us, after 24 hours, they will return contribution and rewards to us. Okay. So that is the brief summary of what Bytnex does. All right. For those that don't know what that means. So how Bytnex works. Participant deposit 100 or 1,000 for smart DeFi contract activation fee when you join Bytnex. Bytnex secures a loan based on the chosen smart DeFi contract from a partnered bank. The bank loan will then be insured by a partnered insurance company, and then the insurance company will now secure the money. Okay, so to make sure that the money is insured, and then the money that has been insured will be put into the staking of the contracts. So the smart contract could be 2 years, could be 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or 7 years, right? And then the blockchain will now use those money that we have put into the staking funds to carry out cryptocurrency transaction verification on the blockchain, right? And then the blockchain will then send back rewards to us. That is how it works. In a very, very one-page brief explanation of how Bytnex work, right? So now the benefits and the rewards and the profits that we get. Okay, so all staking rewards are accumulated or compounded on a daily basis. So think of a snowball effect or compound interest, okay, where according to Albert, all of you knows about this guy, okay, is the 8th wonder of the world. So that is why we are using 100 or 1,000 to activate a contract. And then that contract at the end of the day is going to give us either $22,000, $33,000, $470-something thousand, or 1 point something million, depending on the contract that you have activated. Okay. And participants, we that have activated that contract, we will receive our total rewards after all the deduction of the fees and charges at the end of that contract period. Okay, so that is why when we activate a contract, our contract is locked for that period of time that we activated that contract for, and then our profit will be locked as well until the end of that contract. Then all the rewards will be, given back to us, and we'll be able to withdraw. So the key benefits: low entry one-off fee is only $100 for standard packs. Low entry one-off fee is only $1,000 for promo packs. And the secure loan is backed by Partner Bank. The secure loan is insured by Partner Insurance Company. And we have what we call minimal risk level. That's what we have in Bytnex, okay? Because we are only risking only $100, or we are risking only $1,000. Okay, so the risk is minimal, but the money we are going to get is a calculated risk. Okay, so just be aware that when I use the minimal risk, it means that there is always a risk, and it doesn't mean that there is zero risk. Okay, so even though, for example, one of our team member here, Claudorian, is going to work right now, there is risk that as she's going to work, maybe she will have a breakdown. We are not praying for that to happen. Breakdown, a car could break down. We that are sitting here, me that is sitting here presenting this Zoom, I could be walking, I could fall, I could trip. All these things are risks in life, all right? So there is no risk for people that are not doing anything, because you are sitting in one place. Nothing is going to happen to you, right? So if you don't take the risk, you don't have no risk. But we that are taking the risk, we have minimal risk. Okay, so we are taking that minimal risk to gain hugely at the end of that contract, right? So now people are thinking, okay, now we know what, Bytnex is doing and what the contracts are, but we don't know all the contracts. So these are all the contracts. These are all these hybrid smart contracts that you can actually take part in and activate one of them. So the ones in red, those ones are the ones that you can activate with $1,000. All right. And then the ones that are not in red, those ones are the ones you can activate with only $100. Now, if you activate the first one, 24 months with $100, you are at the end of that 24 months, you are going to earn $22,000. If you do for the promo pack using 1,000 to activate that, you will earn $330,000. That's a lot of money, okay, for using 1,000 to get $330,000. And then if you do 100 for 3 years, which is 36 months, that is going to earn you $33,000 after they have collected their charges, okay, which is the total money is about 35,000 plus, but when they take all their money, take all their charges and their fees, you are going to end up with only $33,000 thereabout, okay? And then the one for the same 3 years, but you are activating that one with 1,000, you are going to earn over $500,000, which is great, right? Over $500,000. And then the one for 5 years, which is 60 months, that you are going to earn close to $500,000 because you are using only 100 to activate that contract. Okay. And then the last 1 year is 84 months. This one, you are going to earn $1.5 million at the end of your contract. Okay. So that is the longest active contract that you are going to have if you decided to activate that contract. Okay. But that contract, the last one that I just told you about, the 84 months, there has been information that is going around through the super leaders in Bytnex that the 84 months contract, which is the 7 years contract, that is going to be phased out. very soon. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that the 84 months contract will soon be phased out. So if you have not activated any of those 84 months contract, which is the one basically that is going to give you about 1.5 million, I will recommend you do that now before it is phased out. Okay. So now that brings us to the portfolio strategy presentation. As I said, I wanted to give you guys a very brief introduction of Bytnex before I go into the portfolio strategy, so that when I begin to talk about the strategies, you guys will understand what I'm talking about based on the last two slides that I have just presented. Right. So that being said, let's start the portfolio strategy presentation. This is the best time to listen. And after listening, please make sure you implement at least one or two of these strategies. So this strategy, I call this one lone wolf portfolio strategy. Okay. So what that means is you will be contributing and activating monthly contracts. Okay. And the net profit for that is $264,000. So what I have done, I have crafted on my left-hand side here what you need to do, and on my right-hand side here, how you can achieve that, right? So this is a blueprint of what you need to make good money out of Bytnex. So first of all, the idea for the lone wolf portfolio is for you to be activating a 24 months contract every month with $100. So at the end of 12 months period, you are going to activate 12 contracts, okay? And you are going to finally, invested or activated the total 12 contract with $1,200. Okay? $100 multiplied by 12. That will give you 1,200. So therefore, every month after 2 years, when the contract begins to mature, you will begin to receive $22,000 on a monthly basis. So if you do that for only 12 months, you will earn $264,000. If you do that again for the next 12 months, another 12 months, which is, just do it for a period of 2 years. When your contract begins to expire, you are going to be earning on a monthly basis $22,000. Now, on my right-hand side here, the green section, this gives you an idea of how much you are going to be able to be saving on a weekly basis for you to achieve that strategy. So now, every 4 weeks, if you can save $100 every 4 weeks, if you break it down on a weekly basis, it means you are going to be saving $25 every week, so that at the end of every month, you would have saved $100. You activate your first contract. You activate your second contract. You do that for the next 12 months, right? So you would have saved 1,200, and then you would have used that money to activated 12 contracts. If you wish to do this and extend it for another 12 months, you can do that. But this is just the blueprint for you to use and begin to plan your strategies and plan your portfolio in Bytnex. Now, the second strategy is the commission leveraging strategy. Now, this one, there is no much difference between this one and the lone wolf. The only difference is how to achieve the portfolio management. Now, the first one that I showed you, the lone wolf, that is the money coming from your own pocket, right? That is money coming from your own pocket, from your own savings. But this one, the commission leveraging portfolio, it allows you to get 4 people on a monthly basis to register with your link and activate at least one contract of $100. Because when you introduce somebody into Bytnex and the person activates one contract of $100, you will be given a commission of $30. All right. Now, for you to activate one contract, you need $100, which means you need about 4 people on a monthly basis to register and activate one contract each. That way, you would have been able to activate your contract, get the money to activate your contract. So if you look at the last column there, column J, you will notice that the total commission you would have earned would have been $1,440. So if you use $1,200 to activate one contract each for 12 months, and you made $1,440 commission, which means you are going home with $240 in your pocket. So this is a good strategy, okay, for you to implement if you don't want to bring the money from your own pocket. This is very easy for anybody in this Zoom to achieve. But then it's entirely up to you, the strategy you would like to practice and implement, right? I'm just sharing what I think that is going to work for everybody, because I know that some people in Germany, I know that some group in Germany, they are using similar strategy that I'm sharing with you guys. Now, the third strategy is what is called pack portfolio management strategy. Okay. Now, this one has 2 methods. Okay. So you can use the strategy for 2 years, or you can use the strategy for 3 years contract. Now, if you want to do this, it means you are going to be purchasing and activating your contract every 4 months instead of every month, compared to the other last 2 strategies. Okay, the lone wolf strategy and the commission leveraging strategy, those ones are every month. But this one, if you take a look at the screen here, you will notice that it is every 3 months. So what you will be doing is, between January, for example, if you take the month between January and April, okay, you will be able to deposit $1,000, purchase one pack. That pack will be the promo pack, right? So that promo pack will be about 15 contracts, which will pay out $330,000. Okay, so that's a lot of money. So if you do that every 4 months, which means you are only going to purchase the promo pack, only 3 packs of that promo pack for the first 2 years. Okay, 2 years contract. So that is going to earn you very close to $1 million, $990,000, only $10 less of 1 million. So you guys in this Zoom can take advantage of this pack portfolio management to build your own portfolio in Bytnex. And how do you achieve this? It's so easy to achieve, right? So save $250 every week. If you do that every week, you will be able to save 4 times 250 is 1,000. That will give you money for you to activate your contract between January and April. You purchase one promo pack, and then you do that again between May and August. You purchase another promo pack. Then September to December, you purchase another promo pack. So this is for only 2 years, right? Only 2 years. Now, if you want to implement this same pack portfolio strategy for the 3-year contract, because you know the promo pack is only 2 years and 3 years, right? So if you want to do that for the 3 years contract, you repeat the same thing. But in this instance, you are locking your funds longer. Instead of locking it for 2 years, you are locking it up for 3 years. So when you lock it up for 3 years, you are going to make 1,578,000. So 1.5 million or 1.6 million approximately, right? So you are going to be earning, once the contract expired, complete its term, you will earn every 4 months $526,000 every 4 months. That is what you are going to be cashing out once your 3 years contract completes. So again, this is one of the best strategies that you can use to, achieve your plans, your goals for whatever you want out of Bytnex, right? Now, this brings me to the mixed portfolio management. Okay, so this mixed portfolio management is a mixture of standard packs and the promo packs. That is why I call it mixed portfolio management. And it's a flexible months contract purchase that you can do if you wish to implement this strategy. This will net you $944,000. Okay, again, close to $1 million for people that are listening and for people that are interested in implementing these strategies. They are wonderful strategies. Okay, so as I said, the target month is between January to April. You will have purchased the 4 different units, 4 units of 2 years contract, which is about $400. Okay, you activate 4 contracts in the standard pack. And then between May and August, for example, you would have activated one of the first 2 years promo pack, which is 1,000. And then you do that again between September and December for the 3 years contract. So that's a combo of standard contract, right? A combo of standard contract and promo contracts. So you are combining all of them to create your own mixed portfolio. Now, at the end of this whole portfolio management, you are going to go home in your pocket $944,000. That is great. And on my right-hand side here, you will see how I have, showed you how to achieve that. Okay. So you save every 4 months, $100. When you do that every 4 months, you are going to be able to activate at least 1 contract for 100, which is the standard contract. And then you repeat that same process between May and August. But in this instance, you are going to be saving $250 for just 4 months. When you do that, you will earn, or you would have saved $1,000 and use the 1,000 to activate the promo pack for 2 years. These strategies, they are all achievable if you really, really want to practice and implement these strategies, because I know that it is achievable. I know that people are doing it, right? So this is method 1 of mixed portfolio strategy. Now, method 2 of mixed portfolio strategy is when you combine it with the same mixed contracts, promo and the standard packs, but in this instance, you increase the number of contracts that you purchase, okay, every 4 months between January and April. Instead of you to purchase 4 contracts, in this instance, you are purchasing 5 contracts. And for May and August, instead of you to purchase only 1 pack of 2 years promo pack, you purchase 2 of them. So which means you are going to be purchasing 30 contracts, okay, 30 units of that 2 years contract and another 30 units of the 3 years contract. Combination of all of these, at the end, you would have invested $4,500, but you will get a payout of 1.8 million, which is close to $2 million. So again, these strategies are achievable, are something that you can practice. They are something that you can implement and then we make your life easy. Once your contract ends, you receive, good money. Don't get me wrong. The first lone wolf portfolio is still okay for people that can manage it, right? If you can manage it, that is fine. But again, these ones are higher outputs, higher payouts for people that are really, really looking to hit big money in business, right? Again, on my right-hand side here, you will see how I have shown you how to achieve that as well. The same process, instead of you to get 400 saved, you get 500 saved. In this instance, you activate your first 5 units of the mixed contract, and then you do again for the next 4 months, May to August. You will be able to raise at least $2,000 for you to activate the 2 years pack. 2 of them, you activate 2 of them, and then after 4 months, you would have saved again another $2,000. You do the same thing. So again, in the end, you are going to have 65 contracts, right? So compared to 34 contracts, the first method 1 is only 34 contracts, earning you close to 1 million. But method 2 is giving you 65 contracts. So it's about twice that first method, but then you are earning more money. So you can see the more contracts you purchase, of course, the more money you are going to earn. That is how it works in this platform. Now, the last one is the staggered portfolio. And there's a reason for me to call this one staggered portfolio. So again, I have method 1 and method 2. Choose the method that applies to you. Choose the method you know that you can use to achieve your goal in this case. All right. So now, if you take a look at this, you will see that every 2 months, okay, every 2 months contract purchase strategy. And if you do this, you are going to earn $66,000 if you just want to do the standard contracts. Okay. So method 1 is applied for only the standard contracts, where you will be able to purchase, 1 unit of standard contract for between January and February, which is 2 months. You would have saved, okay, if you are saving $50, you would have saved $100 to activate your first contract. And then you repeat the same method for between March and April. You will activate the second contract. Between May and June, you will activate your last contract for that 6 months, right? And all your contracts that you are activating is going to be only 3 contracts at the end of the day. If you know you cannot manage the lone wolf portfolio strategy, this strategy, staggered portfolio management strategy, is the best, because this gives you every 2 months to be able to save to activate 1 contract. With this method, you will be able to earn and go home with $66,000 once the contracts begin to expire. All right. Now, remember, this is only 6 months. So for anybody looking to implement this strategy, you can extend it to 12 months if you want to do this, right? You can extend it to 12 months. But I'm only showing you 6 months as a template for you guys to follow, right? Again, on my right-hand side, you save $50 every 2 months. That will give you $300 for the period of the 6 months. And then you'll be able to activate, 3 contracts of standard, units in Bytnex. Now, the method 2 is higher contract, as you can see, right? So method 1 is only 3 contracts. Method 2 is 31 contracts. Okay, it is 31 contracts because you are activating more contracts. But from January to February, you will be able to activate at least your first contract, which is $100 for 1 standard contract. And then between March and April, you will activate 1 pack of 2 years contracts, which will give you 15 units, right? Which is 1,000. So that will give you right away, once that contract completes, $310 $30,000. Big money, massive, right? And then you do the same between May and June. That will also give you 526,000, because in this instance, you are now activating 3 years contract instead of 2 years contract, right? So again, this one is a mixed contract using the staggered portfolio management strategy. So these are the strategies that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. And there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different strategies. Some of them have method 1 and method 2. You choose what you want. Okay. At the end of this Zoom, I am going to make this available in our group for anybody that is interested in following these strategies. You can have a copy of this, and then you will be able to implement these strategies. Okay. So now people are asking contract payout evidence. They want to see contract payout evidence, and this is one of them. For those of you that are adapting, okay, if you're adapting that, if Bytnex is paying, yes, it is paying. I don't know how clear the information you are looking at right now it is with you while you are looking at this screen. But this is a sample of email that has been sent to one of our team members in Bytnex that his contract expired. They paid him $398,000, so almost $400,000. You can see the email that Bytnex or Cryptex, because as at when this money was paid, the name of the company was Cryptex until it has been changed, but it's still the same format that we use. All right. So they will write you an email. This is the reason why your email address has to be 100% correct, because if your email is not correct, when your contract expires, when they write you email, you won't be able to receive it, and I don't know what is going to happen to you, right? But then this is what happens when you have contract that expires. You have a sample of this email that is going to come to you from Bytnex, telling you that your contract said this DeFi 36 contract, well, so this one is a 3 years contract, is a contract that was offered as a bundle, okay, which is the promo packs that I was telling you guys about, right? Those ones for 15 units that you purchase with $1,000. This is the same type that this guy bought, okay? So Bytnex wrote him and says, this DeFi 36 contract is a contract that was offered as a bundle. You received 2 contracts when you activated them, but they run under one number, 2 for 1, which we promoted end of 2021. For this reason, the following list is here, which we would like to list for you in detail. And then they list all the money. And then at the end, here, the money that is appearing on the guy's account in the back office of his Bytnex was $398,745.68. And this guy did not stop there. After receiving this email, he now went into his Bytnex account. Voila, the money was there. He now applied to withdraw that money. And then right here on my right-hand side here, you will see a mobile phone screenshot. This is the screenshot that is shared, showing when Bytnex deposited the Bitcoin. So you can see that as at when the money was deposited, it was 10.59 BTC Bitcoin that was deposited, which is about 398,000. I don't know if you guys can say, it's very faint. So this is one of the evidence that I am going to present to you today. There are a lot that are out there. Some people are not even ready to show their evidence because of, security reasons. They don't want to show any evidence to anybody, but they will tell you verbally that Bytnex has paid them. I know about maybe four, I think 8 people now that has received their payout last week, 4 from Nigeria and 4 from Ghana. Okay, but It's entirely up to them if they want to share their screenshot with us. But I know that they have received their payout. These are the guys that started before us because we just started Bytnex last year, right? These guys started like 2023. Since Bytnex started, they started with them, or they started earlier before us. So those guys, they got their pay, and we are hoping that when our contract expires as well, we are going to get our pay. All right. So that brings me to how to get started. For those of you that are new to this presentation, if you have not signed up, it's easy to sign up. The link to do so is in the chat. And of course, you can also contact me if you are interested in joining Bytnex. Otherwise, the link is in the chat. You can click on the link, register, deposit, and activate your contract. The minimum to deposit is 105, and you will be able to activate your contract, and you choose the term of the contract you want to activate. Okay, 24 months, 36 months, 60 months, 84 months. Choose one out of those contracts terms, and then activate one for yourself, and then begin to practice one or two of these strategies that I have showed you. Now, let me show you the strategy that I am using just now. Okay. This one, you guys should know this by now, right? I am practicing this strategy. Okay. This lone wolf strategy. This one is the one that you save money from your pocket, $100 every month. I am practicing this one, and evidence is there that I'm practicing this one. You guys in this Zoom, some of you have seen my own account that I am doing this every month. Okay. I'm not telling you what I'm not doing. I'm telling you what I am doing. So if you want to copy me, that's fine. If you can't afford it, that is also fine. You can just purchase only one contract and relax and wait for your term to complete and collect your payout, right? So this is one of the strategies that I'm using, lone wolf portfolio strategy. I'm using this one. I am also using this one, commission leveraging portfolio management. I am using this one because I am a team leader and because I am promoting Bytnex. So people are signing up with my link, people are depositing money, and Bytnex is paying me $30 when they activate one contract. Okay. So I'm using this strategy as well to build up my portfolio. I am also using this strategy. No, not this one. I am using this mixed portfolio strategy. This one. I am also using this one because I am purchasing different strategies here. So I'm purchasing different units here. I am purchasing the 60 months contract, 36 months contract, and 84 months contract. So again, in this strategy, I showed only 3 years and 2 years and the standard pack. But of course, you can add, the 5-year contract, which is 60 months. You can also add the 84 months contract. So I am actually using 3 of these strategies right now. I am practicing them right now as we speak, right? Including this staggered strategy. Once in a while, I will just go and purchase 15 units, okay, which is the promo pack. So again, all these strategies that I'm showing you guys today, I am actually practicing them. I'm not just showing you guys for you guys to start doing it while I am not doing it. But the choice is yours, guys, right? The choice is yours. If you want to practice any of these strategies, the choice is yours, right? So now, time for question and answer, unless you want me to go to my back office and show you my back office. If you would like me to show you my back office, please let me know. Otherwise, let us move into question and answer, right? So if you would like me, sorry, who is speaking?
Ajani on the line. Mr.
Oh,
Mr.
Mr. Johnny.
Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. How are you?
Fine, sir. Well done. I'm going to appreciate you. Very amazing. It's an eye-opener for us. Please, this back office, we need to, please kindly give us a brief about back office, please.
Okay, you want my back office. All right, okay. Hang on. Let me see if I can sign in into my back office. and then I will show you my back office just now. So my overview total staked is 1.3 million right now. Okay, please mute yourself if you are not talking, just to avoid interference. Okay, so right now I have my total overview staked balance is 1.3 million. I have 40 contracts, and I am planning to keep increasing my contracts as far as I can go. I will keep buying my contract, practicing my strategy, either using Lone Wolf, which is money from my pocket, or using the commission leveraging, or even doing the staggered, portfolio management. You can choose any of these. You can practice all of them if you want. You can choose one or two. But I'm doing most of them that I showed you today. I am doing most of them. Okay. In fact, it is because of I am doing it. That is how I got to know how to, label those names for those strategies that you guys are looking at just now. So right now, I have 40 contracts. And here, I have 113 people in my team. Only 32 people have actually activated and purchased contracts. Okay. So 68 people just registered. They've not bought any contract. They've not activated any contract, which is okay. Because some people like to see you make a withdrawal first before they will start. So that is fine. That is not a problem. We get this all the time. So far, I have over 4K that I have made. And when it says unlocked, it means this is the money that you have already withdrawn, or some of it is still sitting on my dashboard there, right? So this is my total referral program that I have earned that I can withdraw, or I have already withdrawn them. Okay. So on my left-hand side here, the one that says overview profit locked, these ones are the second stage of commission that you get from the people that you have in your team, right? So profit from staking so far is $64,319. This is directly from all my contracts. Okay. And then the 12,780 is the profit that is being given to me based on the 32 people that have purchased their contracts. Okay. So altogether, for the money so far that is sitting right here on my account is $77,000. That's a lot of money as well, guys. Right. And if you take a look at this middle, okay, this middle screen here, this is over $1,000. That is what I have been earning recently. It used to be $800, but that has now increased to $1,000 daily, which is, again, it's a good money for all of us to, take part and benefit from this. Anybody can do this. Okay. I'm not special. You guys can do this. If you have 40 contracts, depending on the type of contract you have, you will be able to achieve $1,000 daily earning from Bytnex, right? Able to send them message from here. So you can see, you select which issue you have, okay? And then you type up your issue here, and then you send them your message from here, okay? So you can send support message right from your back office, right? And then you can do some other things as well, right there. I think you can do payment inquiry. You can do payment inquiry. And then if you come here where it says frequently asked questions, you will be able to see their FAQ as well, right? So again, this is great. This is really, really, really great for all of us that are in this Zoom, and for those that are looking to keep practicing the monthly strategy that we are doing, which is the Lone Wolf strategy. Okay. If you want to continue doing that, that is fine. At the end of the day, you are going to thank yourself for doing it. So yeah, so this is it. This is it, guys. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask me any question. Now, just raise your hand up, and then I will give you the phone.
We're talking about.
Oh, Israel, you have a question. Go ahead. What's your question?
Mr. Bright, good evening.
Good evening.
Actually, I have a friend I'm watching with. I'm trying to introduce him to, and he was asking something about the target month. I'll I'll want you to be the one to respond to him for me, please.
The target month for what?
You see, at the end of the what is the name? The table that you were showing, you was asking me what the target month was, but somewhere along the line, I think I didn't get into the meeting early, so I didn't join. What is the name? Even though in the beginning I was part of the people that joined earlier, but somewhere along the line, I stepped out to do something, so I didn't get uh, the table, the question he was really wanting to ask me. That's why I wanted you to throw light on that for him, for me.
The target month
Yes, according to the table.
for the strategy, you mean?
Yes, on the table you were showing us.
Okay, hang on. Let me open it up. 1 minute. Israel, is it this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is it. Exactly. The target month.
All right, then. So can you see it now?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. So what's your question? What's your friend's question about the target month?
No question.
Yeah, so my question is that what does it represent?
What does it represent?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the target month represents how often you are going to save money to activate one contract, or two contracts, or three contracts, or four
So from
contracts. That's
January
what that
to
means.
April.
So for each of the strategies, so this one is a mixed portfolio strategy. Okay. So this mixed portfolio strategy, the idea is for you to purchase, okay, 4 contracts of the standard 2 years contract between January and April. So your target month for you to practice and implement this strategy is between January and April. This is your
That is
first
when
one.
the window opens.
No.
That is when your
Okay.
money is ready.
That is when you are going to make sure that between January and April, you purchase 4 contracts.
Okay.
Okay, 4 contracts of 2 years each. Okay, so that will give you $88,000.
Yeah. So about that, earlier on you said the daily profit you make is not constant. Sometimes it varies. So if the
Yeah.
daily profit is not constant, how then do you determine the total sum for the year?
How do you determine the total sum? So we are just using a round figure of $22,000 after all the charges has been deducted.
So let me come. Let's say I've initiated the contract, right?
Yeah.
And the contract I initiated, the daily profit I made is not constant, right? Like you shared on the other presentation, the
Yeah.
daily income is not constant. So how then do you determine the total amount, the total payout, the potential payout? I mean, how do you determine
I
it?
think I can answer the question.
Okay. Who want to answer the question?
Sir Bright is me. From my understanding, Bytnex pays 1% daily, isn't it?
No, they don't pay
Okay.
1% daily because it is not permanent. It's not fixed. So Bytnex
Okay.
will pay you
I'm now
between
getting.
0.3% to 1%, depending
Okay.
on the day and depending on the contract you have activated. Okay. So the
Okay.
daily pay in Bytnex is not fixed. It's not constant. But at the end of your term, at the end of your 2 years term, okay, whether it is constant or not, you are going to earn
Walk
a
away with
certain amount of
2,000.
money. And then once they have deducted all the charges, you will end up with about $22,000.
Okay.
So meaning that
So based on that $22,000, that is how I arrived at these figures that you are looking at. This one that says potential payout. Because for the past 6 years, this is what they've been paying people. So we are using the past result to project and calculate what we are going to earn potentially based on those people that purchase those contracts.
Okay.
Right? Like the 4 people I'm talking to you about, I spoke about. Those 4 people, they did 3 years contract, each of them. Yeah, 3 years contract. So they picked about $33,000 each.
Okay, so it will be within that range, not exactly the amount, but within that range, either high or low.
Within the range, yes, and that is what I said. That is within the range, but we are using a round figure here just to make it easy for people, not to confuse people, right?
All right, that's fine.
Okay. Sir Bright.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to say something. I just want to say something right now. He actually asked me something. He asked me a question. I just want to throw some light on. He asked me, in the crypto space, there are ups and downs, and you are not too sure about things.
Yeah.
I made him understand. Not that I made him. I just told him that I even though I don't know you in person, you are somebody who has been in the crypto space for a very long time, and you've introduced me to things that I have made money. Not big money though, but you are somebody I can trust because I from the part of the world you are and the part of the world I am, and you are able to show me things for me to make money. It's you are somebody I can follow, or yeah, I can rely on. So I just want to say that for him to hear.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Israel. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. Yes.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
So we have somebody that's got their hands up. Mr. Ola, please. Ask your question now, please. Mr. Ola. Ola, are you still there? No, I don't know what is happening to him. So is there any other person in this presentation that is looking to ask me any question? Do you guys need any clarification on anything? Okay, among all of this portfolio management that I have discussed with you guys, do you guys have any questions to ask me on this portfolio management? Or is it that straightforward for you guys to understand without having to ask any questions?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now, Ola.
Yes, okay, sorry
Ola,
about that.
On.
Okay, thank you. I think it's my phone. Thank you for this presentation. I didn't realize that you had something going on today. I just happened to go to my Facebook and I found that, you have somebody coming today. So I'm glad that I attended. My question to you now is to follow the 1.3 strategy, do you have to save $100 a month on that? That's my question.
Which of the strategies? So I have talked about lone wolf portfolio management strategy. I have talked about commission leveraging portfolio management. I've talked about pack portfolio management. I've talked about mixed portfolio management. I've talked about staggered portfolio management. Which one out of them are you talking about?
I'm still here. You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. So I have talked about 4 different portfolio management, or maybe 5. Actually, it's 5. So which one are you directing your question to? He will come back later on. So somebody else has got their hands up. Israel, you've got your hand up as well. Israel?
Yes, sir. I think I had to. It had to do with the first question. I had to lower my hand. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Okay. Ola?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. Okay. So.
Okay. Okay, sorry about that. That's my phone. I'm talking about the first side strategy that you save $100 a month on that one.
The first strategy?
Yes.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that you save $100 a month. Yes, that one.
Yeah. So what's your question on this one?
My question is, you said you can make like 1.3 million or 1.2 million from that if you save $100 a month. Is that true or is that false?
Okay, so it's not this strategy then. So this strategy is going to give you 264,000. Can you see the screen at all?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so what does that tell you? What does this net profit, what does it say?
Okay, let's see. It's like let's see.
So it's not this strategy then, right? So
No.
let's go to the strategy that is going to earn you millions. So this strategy is still 264. This strategy is 990 and 1.5 million. So it's your question on this. If you are looking for
Okay.
1.5 million strategy, this is the portfolio. So it's the pack portfolio management. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. How do you accomplish that? I'm not really clear on that.
Okay, so if you want to accomplish the $1,578,000, okay, if you want to accomplish that, you will need to purchase the promo pack every 4 months. Okay, so you do this for 12 months. So every 4 months, you purchase $1,000. So the unit will be 15 units. Okay. And you are going to be purchasing into the 3-year contract instead of a 2 years contract, right? Because that one is a bigger pay. So that one will give you $526,000, which is over $500,000 after 3 years. So if you do that again between May and August, okay, the first one is between January and April, okay? But don't get me wrong, this is based on the fact that I needed it to be very, very clear to people. I don't want to confuse people. So you can start your own from April. Just count 4 months. Okay. The strategy is 4 months. That is just the idea. So it doesn't matter which month you start from. Start counting your 4 months from the month you want to start from. Okay. The target, the month target or the monthly target is every 4 months. You purchase one contract from the 3 years contract, okay? And that 3 years contract is not the $100 contract, it's the 1,000 promo pack you want to purchase, right?
Okay.
You do that your first 4 months, then your second 4 months, you will do another 1,000. And then your third 10 months, you will do another 1,000. So in total, you would have invested $3,000 and you would have purchased 45 contracts, and then you will be expecting to earn $1,578,000 at the end of the 3 years contract for each of those contracts. Now, for you to save that 1,000, on my right hand side here, do every month $250 for 4 months. That will give you $1,000. And then you will be able, to purchase one contract. You do that again for the next 4 months, you purchase another contract, you do that again. So by the time you start from January to December, you would have purchased 45 contracts. And that 45 contract is what is going to net you $1,578,000. All right?
Yeah, that's very doable. Very doable. Yeah.
Yeah, it is very doable once you break it down the way I have broken it down for you guys. All right, Ola. So please get one of these strategies going, Ola. Many people in this Zoom, they are practicing at least one or two of these strategies. And they are going to be smiling in the next 2 years, okay, when things are going to be happening for all of us. 2027, next year, actually, is when my first contract will expire. And then I am going to be recording it and I'm going to be sharing with you guys. All right. And then we take it from there. So any more questions from anybody?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any more questions from anybody? All right, guys. Listen, thank you for making our time to come to my Zoom today. And I really appreciate Mr. Bashar, Mr. Sinoy, Pat, Eric, Israel, Lenny, thank you guys. And some people have dropped off already. So
thank you, Brian. Thank you.
I don't know who is using the username that says user. I don't know the name of that person, but I just want to say thank you guys. Ola, thank you for coming. I know you said you saw this at a very short notice, so thank you guys.